I'm tired about talking about this market, I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go. Tell me when it's trending. Weekly.
Yeah.
Fuck. This is a great little dumpy poo earlier, just wrecking people as usual, doing what Bitcoin does. All you alpha traders out there, I hope you're safe. I know you are. You're wise.
Enjoying the quick scalps. There's nothing else.
That's why I hammer home. Get out of a bad trade immediately. People are learning to trade volatility. You're going to make mistakes. If you do make a mistake on an entry, get out of the trade. I mean, it's the hardest thing for people to do. So you'll set a stop loss and lose 10, 20, 30% of your money, but you won't keep a mental stop loss in your head and just tell yourself, you know what? I'm not taking any loss. I'll take a 0.05% loss. Because as soon as that price action dips below my entry, I am marketing out of the position. If you have that mindset, my God, it's pretty self-explanatory what that'll lead to. As you're learning, just limit your losses. Take your profit. You see something in the volatility charts, you get into a good trade. Don't just sit in it, right? If you've got the VRE, you're going to look at these levels, right? You're going to take little chunks. Okay, so if I'm down here begging for this one SD, I see things flipping around. I don't even have to look. There's probably bull dib down here, right? And you front run this one SD. Now, see, I've talked about to people before. Don't blindly just front run these things. You need to incorporate the other charts. And once you start to see the signature you're looking for, there's a high probability you're going to get that bounce here if you see it. So where am I taking profit right here? The bottom side of the 68.3 all day long. So what kind of move is that? Let's say I front run this by $100. Okay, so let's just say 28.1. I mean, $900, $900 move. Even if you just have a Bitcoin in your account. 3 15-minute candles, not even. Probably it's more looking like probably about 35 minutes or so. You just made $900. I mean, this is definitely, we don't need to complicate this. This is the problem. This is what these YouTube jimmies don't teach people. Not that they're teaching them anything worth a fuck anyway. Right? They're very misleading at best.
Yeah.
They're getting paid to mislead people. You need to understand that. That's what's insane, especially if the YouTube Jimmy is out there and he literally has charts up and he's giving you and he's telling you where he thinks the market's going. Don't trust these people at all. There's a lot of news out there. You know, I don't have a problem with those channels. They need to keep their TA to themselves, though. Right now, and I'm not going to lie. Crypto Zombie been around probably almost longer than all these mainstream little YouTube gurus, right? I used to like the guy. It's not that I don't dislike him. His TA absolutely sucks. If you're going to use traditional TA, at least learn how to really use it. It's ridiculous. You got to be real fucking tricky if you're going to use that garbage. You talk about limiting your loss. Good luck. You're probably going to be limiting your loss on 7 out of 10 trades if that's how you like to roll. Hey, man, if you just limit your loss, okay, well, you're going to win 3. Good for you. I want to win 9. And I don't want to lose anything on the other trade. So he used to be all news. Shout out to, well, go back to it. Stop your bullshit. Maybe I'll watch you again. Because he actually dove deep, got some news, just about overall, even just regulation shit. Not that I'm looking for to trade off of, just to keep me aware of what's going on, right? In the space.
Yeah, there's definitely some good info to know about the industry if you're in the space, for sure, obviously. But yeah.
If they're
But those news channels should really do, those crypto news guys really, like their TA info is just absolutely, I mean, it's TA, so of course it's horrible. Like it's traditional TA, it's a joke.
Yeah.
And they're not even traders, they're just, guys with YouTube channels telling you what kind of triangle they drew today or something.
What kind of triangle do we have here, sir? Wow, what are we doing? We're trading this crazy ass volatility.
Yeah.
While you're trying to swing trade this shit and getting wrecked? Right? I mean, what the hell, man? Insanity. Insanity. And
Yeah,
then
you know how many people had orders set for shorts at 28, at 29K today, and as soon as it broke, at their 10x level, and they were like, sure, it's going to go all the way down, and it bounced right up and got them all wrecked. Like,
Dude, insane.
yeah.
It's too. Yeah, I mean, people are just, it's the blind leading the blind out there.
Yeah.
But we're here, Alpha Trading. We're here for you. If you're watching this video for the first time, come check us out. Come check us out. See what we're all about. You can hang out in the waiting room and ask any questions that you want.
Yeah, it's a free public chat. I mean, it's open-ended.
Come on in. You want to see some volatility? You want to see how some of this works? You want to ask some questions? Don't just come in and see, the 2 levels of the Discord and just think there's no value here because you can't get into the main Discord. Because that's not how it is, and that's not how we are. But if you want access to any part of the Alpha Trading system, yeah, that's a different story. The teaching, the education aspect is literally free. But if you want to use this proprietary system that the Coder Wolves have put together, you're going to pay for it. That's just the bottom line. And at an entry level of $10 a month, I mean, are you kidding me right here? Skip a pack of cigarettes and a Starbucks one day a week. Pay for your whole month in Alpha Trading, you degens. But yeah, we're good. Just had a little mini rant. I was dealing with some people earlier. I always get a little fired up.
Got the passion.
It's passion.
Yeah.
And it's just people don't understand that we're literally trying to help you. But here's the problem. Like when somebody's in a cult, you can't tell them they're in a cult because they're in it. They're not going to see it. They have to learn for themselves that they're in a cult, and then they'll escape the cult. Until that happens, yeah, you guys, if you're happy in your cult, we're not. This isn't for you. We're looking for the people that understand that there's something out there, right? Who's actually really trying to crack the code? Who's trying to break into that algorithmic trading without spending $100,000 on a bot, $250,000 on some sophisticated bot? You've got a big high frequency trading firm, right? You're just a retail trader. The odds of you breaking into that realm are zero.
Yeah, basically.
Unless you got the right tools. And I'm telling you right now, if you're not looking at the returns, you're already lost. You've already lost the game if you're not looking at the returns. It's just the way it is. if you don't understand where deviation levels are, all the way on the 4 hour, on the daily, on the weekly, on the monthly, how they all play together. Powerful when you learn it. So you got to know where these levels are. Got to know. I mean, I said at the beginning of the new week, we got a tight weekly price action volatility range, 0.6%. If it's under 1%, you're usually going to trend. So these first few days, has Bitcoin been trending? For Christ's sakes, all over. Right? All over. Look, we get the new week. All right. Go to the top side, 68.3 on the daily, dump out, go sideways, dump even more the next day to the bottom side of the 68.3. See these levels? What are these white lines? These are all distribution levels. Then we pump to the top side all the way to the next day and go up and test the top side of the weekly. Look at all this volatility. Look at this volatility. It's insane. So yeah, we're trending. We're trending big time. And we're getting ready though. Jesus Christ, what day is it? Sorry, guys. Yeah. I mean, as soon as we get this close here in a couple hours, 2.5 hours, we're on the literal last trading day of traditional markets of the week, right? And we all know, and we're going to look at that. We're going to see what's going on with this correlation. But traditional markets today had a good day. Okay. SPY up 2%, NASDAQ up 2.6 as we speak. And I was even talking about that, right? Let's pop over here. This is exactly what we were talking about. I mean, go back. What did I even say? I said if fucking SPY gets up above this weekly range, it's going to go test this R1. Look where it closed today. Right on it. Right on it. This is going to be interesting. This is heavy right here. Tight weekly range, even for SPY. And this could be good. Could be bad. Let me see here. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, literally, look what happened post, right? Closed below it. Closed below it. Not by much, but we did. Half a point or something. I'd be watching this pre-market. If you're able to find some support up here, going into the last trading day of the week, don't be surprised at all if you see another couple percent move, go up, test this range, right? The weekly R2. We're talking up there around 420. Up there around 420. So what do you do now? Well, where are we on these macro distribution levels on SPY? Let's take a peek. Huh, it's beautiful. Go figure. Where did we reject today? This is a weekly. Let me turn all this loveliness off there so we can get down to the nitty and the gritty. There we go. So here's the current weekly candle for SPY, right? Current weekly candle. Got what, 6.5 hours of trading left? So let's see here. We go up, and this is the move, right? Boy, right there at the end. Yeah, right at the end of the day. Actually, we got a wick up there too. Pulled back, bounced off the 1 SD, went back up, got another wick up to where? The first standard deviation on the weekly. All right, nope, sorry. 2 SD, guys. Yeah, this is, I'll tell you right now, this is looking like, volatility-wise, I haven't even looked at the charts, but this is a reversal candle in the making. There's no doubt about it. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, if SPY closes above this 2 SD and that R2 on the weeklies at about 420, is that a 3 SD move? Wow. If SPY pushes up to this 3 SD, look out, man. Look out. It's a great week. Great freaking week. Let's see what happens. SPY's looking good. I mean, I said that the previous week, right? I said that the previous week. We ran up. I mean, look at this. This is what previous week's candle opens up, runs up, rejects perfectly off the first standard deviation on the weekly. Where's it dump to? The 2 SD to the downside of the weekly. If you guys are watching this for the first time, do you not see this? You wonder where these wicks are going? Why in the, can I cuss? Sure. Why in the fuck are you using traditional technical analysis? When you have no clue, you're using lagging indicators trying to figure out what's happening in this market. Look at that perfection. 1 SD to the top side, 2 SD to the downside, pulls up. Now this week goes down. Literally almost, I mean, gets about halfway to the 95.4 Laplace, but pulls back up immediately. And we just rejected today off the 2 SD. And like I said, if this continues, we'll look at the charts. We'll see what it looks like going into tomorrow. I bet the daily is going to tell me a lot. To see if this thing wants to push for a 3 SD move. Let's see it. And then I'll look and see how correlated it is. I mean, this actually, entropy looks good. Heading back into randomness, losing its correlation to the downside. And then there's this bull div, right? All this bull div playing out on SPY. Bilbo, what do you mean? Guys, log return Z-score, nothing but bull div. All higher lows. Returns oscillator. All higher lows. Right here was building some weak bull from this point back here. But all this, all higher lows. Lower lows. Now SPY's kicking up. Where is SPY on the RMLR? Above the mean. Above the mean. Now, and the tendency was down. And that candle did pull back. But what am I on? The 12-hour here? Get on the daily. Yeah. Same anyway. What am I talking about? Jesus. Sorry, guys. Let's see how this ended on the 4-hour. Started having an outlier. That little pullback at the end, man, that thing just rolled over. Let's see something. Not worthy. Just that 15-minute candle rolled that. This is going to be interesting to see how this opens tomorrow. Because this, I mean, on the daily, we don't trade this. This is why we love this new indicator. We're getting so close to getting this thing out too. Tendency is up. This is we're talking the 4-hour, but I mean, this actually, what I'm seeing looks good, especially if we bounce here off the zero mean. There was no outlier on this move on the 4-hour going up into these confidence intervals. I could see this pull back a little bit while maybe SPY halfway through the day, right? Maybe the first 4-hour candle on the lower time frames, like 90-minute, 15 minutes, just going sideways. Then maybe you get a bounce right here off the zero mean on that returns oscillator. Let's see how this correlation shifts as soon as the market opens. I bet if this thing's going to climb, you're going to see this shift positively correlated, because the entropy percentile is definitely heading positively correlating and expanding. It's enough of SPY. So where am I going with all this? I'll show you. Let's load up a chart.
Meanwhile, check out the tutorials videos, people. Even in the free area, we have a bunch of video tutorials. If you have no idea what we're talking about, look at the tutorials. This is well explained how we use these indicators. Have a look.
See something real quick. Yep. Okay. I want to create. I want to see it. Show me. Show me. Oh, Yeah, just macro. We're highly correlated. Like that other day, if you were intraday trading, you weren't trading SPY with Bitcoin, right? We went over that. That might have even been on Monday when we were talking about that. But I mean, this thing has been significantly correlated since the 48K high, no doubt about it. the run up, right? Both markets were going up, then both pulled back. Well, that's a daily candle scrum delicious right now. Let me see something. Let me reload this. Actually, put this on the daily. Oof, my goodness gracious. So yeah, and that's what we showed on the VRE, right? Put this back on Bitcoin so everybody knows what the hell's happening here. When we had the dump out, right? This morning. This is going on pre-market. While SPY is going up, Bitcoin's popping down, bounced off the 1SD, right? And you see it, whoa, right there. Little blue dot right there. Literally, when the let me see something here. Yeah, we ran up to that 68.3, tested it a few times. That's what I was looking for. See it right there. And dumped out there. Boom. Now, I mean, this thing is volatility wise, candle wise. This thing goes up. Here's what I was expecting. Just like a lot of these, this thing at the end of the day here, it's going to run up charge to this weekly. Let's see. It's a 90-minute look like. It's back on Bitcoin. For you intraday traders out there wondering what the hell is going on. I mean, it did. That's why this thing's going sideways. It went a little down on the 90-minute. There was some hidden bear. Volatility's contracting, heading back, negatively correlated here. Could be good, especially if the percentile of entropy, Shannon entropy percentile contracts. It's negatively correlated. And entropy itself is as random as it gets, positively correlated. So going into the end of the day, this actually looks good. Look at the returns oscillator right now. And obviously, right, we're on top of the reverse mean. So it already made a, let's see, a 2SD, 30.3. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see, 30.3. It's probably right here. Top? Close. Let's see if Bitcoin makes a run to the top of this weekly weekly range by close today. Let's see it. 45. Yeah, setting up a little hidden bull. A poor dog. You'll be okay, buddy. Little coffee. Let's see. Yeah. Volatility is definitely a waning. It's just 15-minute going. I don't know why. Did dick around, right? This went sideways, dropped below the mean, back up above it, super tight bands. This thing. So what happens, right? We're going to get a little volatility coming in here. I want to get a little bit of volatility coming. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, we were P-Funk for sure. Talking a little SPY. All right, make me look smart, Bitcoin. Run up to that weekly. You see what's been going on, right? All week. I mean, once we got up here, it just rejecting off of this weekly range. If we can come in tomorrow and close up above this, here's the thing, the weekly, yeah, I mean, we get up here over the weekend, it's the weekly range, yeah, no matter what we do, unless this thing pumps up to about 35K and we just gap the shit out of these institutional guys. The new weekly range, yeah. As of this point right now, it's going to drop a little bit, not much, not much. $500 maybe, a few hundred. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I mean, you got to take all this into account. So yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. If it does, if tomorrow we get up, traditional markets close, and Bitcoin's above its weekly range, up here above, like let's even just say 30.250, just to be safe. The weekly range might not. Tell you what, it's going to stay in the same damn spot. What's going to happen? But this has trended, not enough in my opinion. So that's why I'm expecting the majority of what we did trend. I mean, we right in the beginning, right? We little to the top side. It's been to the downside. All the big moves. I mean, we had this nice pump up, right? But there's two big nasty moves to the downside. We'll have to see how this plays out by the close tomorrow. It'd be interesting to see if I will show up. Let's throw my groups. Having my little raw honey, apple cider vinegar, turmeric with a little dash of pepper. Very healthy for you. Like drinking candy too. Oh yeah, sure can. Here, let me reload my weekly. There it is on the weekly. You turn off sassy little PBs. So, and if I actually, wait a minute here. The candles is at now. Yeah, not it. Let me turn on this PB. Yeah, just the way the 95.4 Laplace from the 48K high has been supporting price action. We're getting these nice wicks. I'm looking for the returns to mean revert. Like I said, I mean, is it going to be a slow grind over? Or in this last quarter, are we going to make our way up? You know, we're talking 45, 46K, somewhere in that area. Look where what's it coinciding with as well, right? The mean of the projection. So this will be interesting. I like this area right here. I'm not going to lie, but that's pointing. So this could be just right? Little reversal here, slow grind. Last month of the second quarter. Test this area. Test this area. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, it's right. It's right there by the end of the quarter. But you know how Bitcoin is. Bitcoin, when people least expect it, the thing just nukes, all right? We've seen it happen before. And everybody, there's so many bearish people, it's ridiculous. When Bitcoin's never been a bear. I don't care what anybody says. We can all argue with them I mean, there's no argument, in my opinion. You need to zoom out. You zoom out. Since Bitcoin has been around, little profit taken. Got to take a little profit off this beast. My God. And it's nothing new. That's why people coming from traditional see this shit and they're just like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. All these, 70, 80, 90% pullbacks. Dude, you can't have something this volatile and not think that this stuff is going to happen. I've told people before, wait until Bitcoin's like $250,000. You think some of this shit's volatile? You're going to have massive swings. Massive. I'm telling you right now, if you do not want to learn how to trade low time frame volatility, just buy and hold. Do yourself a damn favor. Quit trying to trade Bitcoin because it's just going to eat your ass alive. All you traditional TA swing traders, you're going to end up in the poorhouse. Why everybody that was just like, you know what, I'm just going to buy Bitcoin and hold it, are going to leave you in the dust. You're when Bitcoin's at $250,000 and you're broke, you're going to be just going, what in the hell? How is this even possible? Because your dumbass wants to use leverage and try to swing trade volatility. Same thing. Always happens. You got a bunch of people, they have no clue where these distribution levels are. They have no clue, which is sad. Everybody should know. But until you do, you're on the other side of algorithmic trading. And the ones that know how to read that algorithmic trading because they have the correct indicators. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, here, let me see something real quick. Are we on the perps? Let's run over to the index. Let me throw this up on the weekly. I know I looked at it, I just don't remember. The weekly is still trending. I'm telling you, that's flashing. This thing's gonna sneak. I'm looking at this right here. You volatility traders. If you're not set on a 636, set this up on 636. What's this telling you? I mean, especially when you got these fissures down here. One of them's literally almost at the 3SD. And on the weekly, you tested. I mean, you went to about 2.5 standard deviations on the reverse dev bands there. You had the outlier into the 99% confidence interval. And you go all the way back. There's bull div all the way back here. This is a weekly. Is this good to go? Sure. Here's how to even make sure. Let's get let me get a measurement. Showed people how to do this before. You want to know if it's valid. You got all these goofy ass YouTube jimmies that are using divergence between like relative strength and stochastic and MACD and all this other goofy shit you could possibly imagine that makes 0 sense. The only divergence that makes any sense is the divergence between price action and returns. And there's a goof ass out there that says, nope, that divergence doesn't work. Well, you got to understand that goof ass doesn't even trade. And when he does, he loses money. And he's a habitual liar. So not going to fool us. So is what you want to do. You see the low point on the returns oscillator, right? It's reading 25 bars on the measurement. You got to understand though, when you're starting, the measurement tool doesn't count the first candle. So always add one, right? So where am I going with this? 26 bars. Go into your settings, length, 26. See if the divergence is present. Yeah, it sure is. Wait a minute. Yeah, 26. So make sure everything's clear here. It is. Yeah. It's actually stronger, right? It's actually stronger. You set it back that far too, man. We're just right underneath the 0 mean. So that divergence is very valid on the weekly. Very. Let's reset this. There we go. So right here, right, you go back and it pulled it in a little bit. I think we were more up on this candle when you extended the length. Where if you're just on a 7 length and you're looking from here to here, there's no div. But I'm seeing all these lower lows, and I see way back here that there's a little bit. So I'm going to want to extend that. And you saw exactly what happened. There was some strong bull div building. Strong bull div building for sure. And like I said, these fissures are real low. Get up on the monthly. Crying out loud, the monthly. Let's see. So it's right after that candle, so it's that one. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's building. There's bull div on the monthly building. Then I'm seeing this, right? Look at the monthly starting to expand. We haven't seen volatility come in yet. But if you look at the weekly and you look at the monthly, they're both positively correlated and starting to expand. We're hanging on the reverse first standard deviation band to the bottom. And is what I even like more, there is no bear div, right? There's no bear div on anything. And on the monthly, I'll tell you what, we're just hovering. I mean, we're dead in the middle, literally. On the log return z-score. I'm assuming we're not going to get a variance read on the monthly, which is fine. Fine and dandy. I'm telling you, like the 2-day, the 3-day, the 5-day, all these macro time frames, man. This log return z-score has just been hovering around the bottom down here after the all-time high. Cough it out, buddy. Please hope he gets better. So yeah, that's my macro little analysis. Look at the 5-day, man. That wick went right down to the 3SD there. I like when he's spread out too. They give great targets. Tell you what, my dog's cough actually sounds better. It was cracking. Like there was some cracking and snapping in it and stuff. Now it's just like, come on, buddy, pull out. Because if he doesn't, Bilbo's going to be off for a while. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm about talked out. Anybody got any questions? Yeah. And it's humid. My God. Yeah, no problem, P-Funk. Yeah, all you guys, all you outfit traders, man, you guys are awesome. And please, like I've seen you lately, you're going in and you're streaming with each other and talking. Please do. Please do it. That's what this community is all about. Everybody's focused on the same thing. This isn't like a regular crypto Discord where everybody, yeah, that's what I'm working with right now, P-Funk. Fuck, man, it's like 90% humidity, and I'm coming from the high desert, right? It's just killing me. I'm just sweating, not doing anything.
By the way, I really enjoy being on the streams occasionally. Sometimes earlier, also in the daytime, I see people like jumping on into a voice channel and they're talking about, like
Yeah.
you said, trading and stuff, which is really great. They're just like self-activating, discussions about
Yes.
stuff. And when I have the chance, I like to jump in. It's usually in the daytime, my time, when that does happen sometimes. So I like it. It's good.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Like these
Nice.
end of candles. I like these end of day, like towards the end of the day or end of day streams is really great, man. Like it's a good way to wrap up what's going on. It's counter to what all the signals watchers are looking for, because they're always looking for always looking for, I don't know, market open or whatever, but they're looking for ridiculous signals and stuff that you can't really follow because they're ridiculous based information anyway. But yeah, it's whatever. I like that we are counter to the trend. Let's put it that way when it comes to the times that we release information. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So question me up. My ADD is in full effect right now. I'm all over the place.
Monero chart.
Oh, I didn't even realize the time. Hell, we're almost done anyway.
Yeah, it's like so.
God, did I rant that long?
It's not rap, man. There's a lot of good info in there, man. Packed full of golden nuggets, man.
It's just in rant form. I'm always ranting.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. It's good. However it gets out there.
Yeah,
Those that pick up on it will appreciate it in any case.
big time. Yep. Peace to you, P Funk.
Yeah, P-Funk.
Let's
He was
see.
talking to me today, right exactly when the drop happened. Like literally happening. I was like, "Oh look, Bitcoin's falling." I wasn't even near my computer, but just on a mobile.
Yeah.
Funny.
And I know he's just tickled fucking pink. He's been doing this for a long time, and
Ages, but has a different role.
yeah,
Yeah.
he found these indicators and just went, "Oh shit."
Yeah. He's like, if only I had these back then.
The hell are you guys? Where the fuck did you come
Yeah.
out of?
Yeah. Good guy.
We came out of just a bunch of heat and pressure,
Yeah.
turned into diamonds.
Yeah.
We left Goof ass in the dust.
Yeah.
He can sit there and just fucking let his brain rot.
Yeah. And his acolytes whine and whatever they do. Anyway, we have fun with this stuff because it's amazing to make really cool, amazing stuff that works so well. And even get to find new stuff about it, and discover new things that are relevant, and find things that aren't relevant, and sort out the wheat from the chaff. It's really
And
cool. It's an amazing
uh,
community.
for all you freaking project managers out there, how wonderful is it when you literally have clean coders?
Yeah.
Fuck. Makes testing things awesome. There's always just a couple little things. And when you're dealing with PineScript, I mean, there's just so many, it's so restrictive. It's with some of our indicators, you're talking over 1,000 lines of code and shit. You'll run into things won't work well together. And we've seen this with other people's indicators where, it won't save stuff, you'll lose settings, things of that nature. But our guys usually work that stuff out over time, which I know is not easy. But yeah, all good. Let's
Yeah.
let's bring it back in tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How's that sound?
Sounds good, man. Until
Yeah,
then, Bitcoin's gonna move up and down.
yeah. Bitcoin's going up and down. Everybody be prepared. Don't swing trade it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Cheers.
All right, later.